Hello traders, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is May 5th, 2025, and we're taking a close look at GBPUSD. We'll combine current news and events with detailed chart analysis to formulate a well-rounded trading strategy. Recent news indicates the GBPUSD pair is holding steady around 1.3300, awaiting key announcements from the Federal Reserve and the Bank of England. The Fed is expected to hold interest rates steady, while the BOE is projected to cut rates by another quarter point this Thursday. US-UK trade discussions are also ongoing, potentially impacting the pair. Let's see how these fundamental factors align with what our charts are telling us. Now, let's switch to the one-day chart to get a broader perspective. Looking back to late 2023, we can see GBPUSD traded around 1.27 and gradually trended upwards. In July 2024, we see a high around 1.30, retracing back down to 1.28 to continue the long-term trend upward. A significant peak occurred in September 2024 around 1.343. We saw a substantial dip in early April 2025, followed by recovery and further gains. The most recent candles show slight consolidation around 1.327. Now, let's look at the 1-hour chart. Focusing on the recent candles, we observe the price action is relatively flat, consistent with the earlier statement about holding near 1.3300 before central bank announcements. Given the expectation of the BOE cutting interest rates, we might anticipate some downward pressure on the pound in the short term. However, any dovish signals from the Fed or positive news regarding US-UK trade could provide support. Finally, let's zoom into the 15-minute chart for a more granular view of intraday activity. We can see some indecision with candlesticks showing small bodies, suggesting a lack of strong directional momentum. The price appears to be fluctuating within a tight range, indicating a consolidation period before a potential breakout. Watch for a decisive move above 1.3300 or below 1.3250 as potential triggers for short-term trades. To recap, important price levels to watch include the 1.3300 handle, which is acting as near-term resistance. A break above this level could signal further upside potential towards 1.3330 to 1.3340. On the downside, 1.3270 is a key support level. A break below this could lead to declines towards 1.3220 or even 1.3165. Given the expected BOE rate cut, a short-term bearish move is somewhat likely, 60% probability, but monitor Fed announcements and trade developments for potential reversals. Look out for GDP and PMI data releases from both the US and UK this month.